Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Eddie, and I'm back with another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. And again, as usual, we're doing the side story. So I actually heard this isn't the last one on the list. Apparently, there's one more reflection, or actually, no, it wasn't reflection. I think it was wait. So this is self-love. I'm not sure what comes after this, but apparently there's like one more side story. So it's not. Actually, wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, then I guess it is. I guess it is 6, and they just kind of lied to us about there being actually a 7th. But yeah, as usual, let's just get into it, shall we? All right. It's only been one day since Yuri's letter was delivered to Natsuki with Monika's help. Because Yuri chose not to attend the club meeting that day, she and Natsuki haven't faced each other since. Although it's only lunchtime, Yuri finds anxiety counting the hours until she'll need to face the outcome of her efforts, whether good or bad. And because of the passing of the students was making her feel even more anxious, Yuri picked out the most secluded spot where she could find to spend her lunch. She's going to run to Natsuki, isn't she? And we have that again. I read that last time. I completely forget what I said, though. Because the staircase is under maintenance, yeah, I just really like that there's a new background. Also, yeah, so where are we? Are we in, like, the US, or are we in, like... never mind. Because the staircase is under maintenance, no student would have any reason for coming here. Such a relaxing feeling to have a moment of solitude in the middle of a frantic school day. I knew it! Hold on, let me turn the volume up. Yes, as I said, I knew it. Eep. What are you doing here? I realized my clothes were a little crinkled the last time when I recorded yesterday. Oh, this is good. Hold on. Yuri grips her book with enough force to wrinkle the pages beneath the pressure of her thumbs. Well, what are you doing here? I just came to get a drink from the vending machine. The other one is out of the drink I like. Yuri notices Natsuki fidgeting with a few coins between her fingers, so that's why she said go look for coins underneath the vending machines. Wait, no, she didn't say that this time, did she? Wait, I don't think she said that it must have been on a different route. She nods, avoiding eye contact. Natsuki, also looking away, shuffles over to the vending machine. So quiet that every one of her movements seemed to reverberate throughout the entire stairwell. After far too long, she finally receives her beverage, which then she fidgets within place of the coins. Which she then fidgets within place of the coins. Ah, my tongue. The pronunciation is getting worse. Also, sorry, does my picture cover up some of this? Some kind of iced tea, but instead of leaving right away, Natsuki stands in place. She glances all around her. It's like way too quiet back here. It's creepy. I mean, that's not what I meant really. I mean, it's totally cool that's your thing, but like, I can see how it suits you, so not because I think you're creepy or something. I didn't mean that either. You know, I'm just gonna stop talking. That seems like a good idea. It's okay. Everything is okay. Yuri finds herself attempting some words of comfort after hearing Natsuki stammer herself into dejection. Seemingly in response, Natsuki approaches the base of the staircase and hesitantly sits herself down near Yuri. Well, I can leave if you want. Yuri shakes her head. Natsuki twists the cap off her drink and takes a sip. Despite receiving Yuri's general permission, Natsuki doesn't say anything more. Yuri continues to read, or at least pretends to. And the two just sit there for a long time. I suppose it's gonna be slightly awkward. The tension seems to fade a little bit as time passes. Even without any words, this at least seems to mean something, though it's not clear what it may be. Lunch ends more quickly than expected. Natsuki is the first to stand up with her empty drink bottle. Are you coming today? To the club. Yuri nods. I'm sorry for being so awkward. I'm really bad at talking about this stuff. I just can't for some reason. I don't know why. But I want to, eventually. There's no rush. I promise. Thanks. Is that the end? Oh, no, it's not. I was like, is this one of the shortest side stories? Side story segments? It's the next day. Oh, same spot. Natsuki appears from around the corner and steps up to the vending machine, glancing at Yuri as she does. Today, she seems to be holding some kind of book as well. Oh, you're here again. Well, I just came here to read this, because there... Music change! Well, I just came here to read this, because there aren't any, people around here. Hold on, let me just turn the volume down, because this... Oh, I thought you didn't like how quiet it was. Well, I don't. There's no people here. I see. Natsuki sits down. The mood feels much different from today than it did yesterday. After yesterday's lunch and book club meeting that followed, Natsuki and Yuri are beginning to feel more relaxed around each other again. Although Yuri's letter is still lingering in the back of Natsuki's mind, she continues to detour around it. But it's okay that I'm here? Yeah, I don't care. I mostly don't feel like dealing with the crap again with my friends about it. Especially since they all, assume that I stopped reading manga after I joined the literature club. Not that I'm trying to hide from them exactly, but I just don't want it to come up again now after I've waited so long for this new volume to come out. Literally months at this point. You don't have any other friends who are into manga? Not unless online friends. Oh, hold up. And Sari, but that's different because she's not exactly into it. She just likes it, you know what I mean? Honestly, you're lucky the books you're into at least look like books, so you don't have to feel like everyone is constantly judging you by what you're reading. That would be so awful, especially since I already hate attention so much. Well, it's a good thing I have thick skin, I guess. By the way, I totally recommend finding some friends online if... Oh, that's true. Find some friends online if you haven't already. If you're like me and have no one to share your hobbies with. Oh, I have online friends. Yeah. Especially since middle school, actually. I was Vesper back then. It's somewhat embarrassing to reminisce about those days. Oh god, everyone's got one of those. They're cringy middle school days. Sometimes I feel like the me from a few years ago would have benefited from a good smack across the face. Oh, whatever. We were all stupid kids back then anyway. Oh god, middle school was awful, though. Some of the fanfics I wrote, thank god I used a pseudonym. Oh god, Natsuki, you wrote fanfics? Oh god, I kind of want to read them, honestly. I want to see what Natsuki's fanfics look like. But I liked that at the time. It got a lot of fulfillment out of it. Plus, I can look back and say with confidence that I've become a better person since then. So I don't think I would change anything. I wonder if a few years from now we'll think the same thing about our current selves. Probably. That doesn't make you uncomfortable? No, of course not. I don't care whatever people think of me. Especially someone who doesn't even exist yet. Especially when that person is you, yourself. Alright, here. Natsuki raises her hand and forcefully slaps her own cheek. That's me from the future coming to terms with me right now. Also, ow, I didn't mean to do that hard. Yes! Yeah, when you hit yourself as a joke and it actually ends up hurting a lot more. Yuri doesn't seem to react. To Natsuki's surprise, Yuri looks the other way before lifting her arm and doing the same thing to herself, loudly smacking her cheek. She turns her head and stares into her lap, but is unable to hide a smile, as though it was a really funny joke. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't know you had it in you. I don't even know why I did that. Maybe I thought it would be funny. I kinda was. Sorry to keep distracting you. You said you were looking forward to reading, but I keep going on all this nonsense. I'll let you get into your reading. Oh, right. Yeah, I guess I'll do that then. The conversation ends quickly and Natsuki opens her book. Two read silently for the remainder of the lunch hour. The whole time, Yuri feels distracted by a twist of regret over having so abruptly forced an end of their conversation. You're back! Yeah, I'm here to lay low again. Another day has passed. During lunchtime, Natsuki finds herself having wandered to the stairwell once more. Hey, did you buy that? Natsuki quickly notices a bottle of iced tea on the staircase where she normally sits. Yuri nods, avoiding eye contact. What, like for me? But you didn't know I was coming here today. What if I didn't show up? Well, I would have drank it myself, I guess. It was a stupid thing to do. No, it wasn't stupid. I just thought, never mind. What I meant to say is thank you. It's a really nice gesture. It's okay if you don't feel that way. I do. It's the other things that I didn't mean. Please, I swear, please believe me. Yuri pauses, then nods. talking is hard. I get it wrong a lot too. So I believe you. Natsuki exhales in relief. She then sits down next to Yuri and takes the drink. Knowing Yuri, she was probably overthinking it so much that Natsuki's tepid response filled her with self-doubt. I'll do something nice for you next time. Please don't feel obligated. I want to. I want to do nice things too. Okay. Thank you. Oh, hold on. Thank you. You can thank me after I figure out how to do something nice. I'll do it then too. Natsuki sighs. Nothing. It just reminds me of how haven't been getting along with my friends lately. Is that why you've been coming here? Wait, well no, not exactly. I haven't been avoiding them on purpose or anything. There are just all the things I'd rather be doing during lunch lately. I like banging around them when we're all having fun, but they also just can't take anything seriously. So I don't know, feeling serious, their attitudes just really get on my nerves. I don't know. I feel like I used to be really good at putting up with them. Don't hang out with them, Natsuki. Come on, they seem like awful people. Yeah, I know. Monica and Sayori don't agree with that kind of thing. But they're not in my position, so it's easy for them to say you should just communicate with your feelings or whatever. It's not like my friend group does the same kind of thing. I'll just be making an embarrassment of myself. No, because that's the thing. It's okay if your friend group doesn't isn't super into the feelings and stuff. Most of my friends weren't either, honestly. But they shouldn't be actively discouraging you from what you enjoy. Then they're just bad friends. Or at least that's what I mean, I'm sure Natsuki has a reason, so I don't know. It's technically a fictional story anyway, so what do I know? Maybe Dan is gonna come up with some good reason for it. Sorry, none of this has anything to do with you. I don't know why I'm talking about it. It's okay. I like listening. What? Listening to other people's problems? Yes. That's weird. Sorry. I just like learning about people. Do you think it's weird? No, that's not weird. I probably misunderstood, so I don't know. Does that mean I should keep going? If you'd like. Okay. I don't know what to talk about now. A lot of things. Oh, really? Oh. Oh wait, Yuri and I said the same thing. I'm bad at a lot of those things. I mean, I'm more than Natsuki here. Nah. So? Are those things that are important to you? Well, kind of, but they're not things I need to get out of everybody. Everybody in the club is really different from that, but I'm still friends with them too. Well, Sayori really likes your baking, and she makes you laugh, and she complains a lot. Doesn't mean she's anything like my other friends. Well, like them, she's a nice person. Oh. Yeah, Yuri, you probably shouldn't say that, though. I personally agree. I really don't like them, or at least based off what I've seen of them so far, but you shouldn't say that. That is a very good point. How about you don't talk about my friends that you don't know anything about? No, wait. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I just didn't want to say something bad. Please don't leave. Double sideways. It's fine. As long as you understand you can't just judge people. That's true. It's very true. You can't just compare friends like that and measure who's better than who. Everyone's different. I'm sorry. I just don't like people who want to hurt you. They don't want to hurt me. We just like to tease everyone about each other about stupid things. It's fun. I don't like that. Well, that's why I'm friends with them and you're not. Oh, you like it? I just don't worry so much about me. It's not worth it. I'm sorry. I wish I knew how to help with social conflicts, like how Monica can. She's good at these things. Not really. Also, I don't always want help. Sometimes it's just stuff I have to deal with myself. Yeah, I can relate a lot to Natsuki here. That's what Monica and Sayori never seem to understand. Sometimes all you do is look at them wrong, and they're all like, "Oh, what's wrong? Is everything okay?" I just want to mind my own business sometimes, and I decide myself if I want to talk about these things. The only one who understands that is you. So you really shouldn't be hard on yourself. You're not. Yes, yes. You're not as bad as you think. Oh, you don't need to reassure me or anything. I mean that. Plus, it makes sense that someone who doesn't talk a lot would be a good listener. Thank you. You're also nice. really hard for me. It doesn't come naturally at all. It's so weird because I thought I could always just say... I thought of myself as someone who could just say what I... me too, Natsuki. I thought it was pretty cool to just, like, go loud and proud and just, like, say whatever's on your mind, but I realize I'm not really like that, and, just... Well, that's a story and a half. There's a lot of examples I could give you. Whoa, dang, dead on. No, I 100% agree with Natsuki here. Why am I like that? You don't have to answer that. I'm just talking to myself. Yuri nods and remain. Yeah, I know. I wish I could just, like, say whatever's on my mind, too. And I kind of used to pride myself on, like, hey, I say anything. I have no filter. I prided myself on that back in middle school. But now I realize that, no, I'm not like that. And I realize that, you know, that's not necessarily bad either. I've seen people that, like, have absolutely no filter, and they get really annoying. And I'm like, oh, thank God I'm not like them. But at the same time, I kind of wish I could just speak my mind more, you know? But I can't really do that unless I, you know, like, feel mean or just... Or I'm really annoyed or I just want to be hurtful or whatever. Do you guys want to hear about this? I don't know, I don't really get many comments on my videos, so, Sure you guys don't really... Well, in case there's the one person who doesn't really care, I'll just move on. Move along. How come you like reading so much? Oh, it's fun. I like it. Well, a lot of reasons. But I just get sucked into it so easily. It's so immersive. Like, I want to be a part of it. Bro, Yuri, I once again... Relatable 100. Frustrated. Yeah, there's like the perfection of a fictional world and just how reality isn't like, you know, it's not the same. Like, reality just isn't the same. Like, in the world, they're a lot more perfect. And sometimes that's cool too, because I read like history and I start to think, hey, those people seem really, like, sometimes real life is better than fiction, but oftentimes it just doesn't measure up. Alright, well, what am I even saying? I don't understand what I'm trying to say anymore. I'll just move on. Can't really relate with that, but... Whoa! But it's different with books. It feels like I always want to be around the characters. I feel such a strong emotional connection with them in ways that I've never felt with real people. So that way, it can sometimes feel more real than real life. Really? It's that hard for you to be around people, like, all the time? Fairly often, especially in group settings. I don't know what to... People are making all kinds of conversation and saying jokes and all of that. I don't know what to do and I just disengage. Oh. That doesn't get lonely? I don't think so. I still enjoy spending time with people one-on-one, and I have online friends too. Do you ever wish that you could be friends with the characters in your books? All the time. Sometimes so badly it makes my heart ache. Is that where Monica gets the Yuri as a boyfriend, a fictional whatever anyways joke? Probably shouldn't say that right now, but like just... Nah. Yeah, me too. Really? A lot. Like, more than anything. After Natsuki mutters that, silence fills the stairwell once more, but it's mutual silence. One full of understanding. This is it. Last one as far as the game is concerned, I think. Alright, anyways, begin the side story, yes. Alright, well, not the last one actually, never mind. Hey. Oh, hello. I almost thought you weren't coming today. Yeah, well, lunch is already more than halfway over. Natsuki had typically been meeting Yuri in the stairwell much earlier, since it had been a good way of dodging her friends when she didn't feel like seeing them. Today she's holding a large plastic container in both hands. I ran to my friends, so I hung out with them for a while. Is that so? Yeah. I was in a good mood today, so I figured I should. I hadn't seen them in a while. Which I had to come up with an excuse for, but I expected that. Plus, I have more of these than I know what to do with, so I figured I would share them with them too. Hold on, can I turn up the volume? Yeah, one of my main complaints about this game is that the volume is pretty inconsistent. And I'm talking about this game, I mean Doki Doki Literature Plus, not like the original game. The volume is pretty inconsistent. Like, sometimes it's super loud, sometimes it's super quiet, makes recording a tad bit hard, considering I have to, like, put my voice on max all the time because I don't want my voice to get drowned out. That's what happened in Doki Doki Blue Skies, in the Blue Skies mod, but at least that was consistent. It was loud all the way through. There's a special setting in OBS that allows you to, like, control the volume, so I can make my voice a bit louder, even if I'm speaking quietly, while, like, you know, making the in-game volume a little quieter. But in this one, like, sometimes it's, like, very loud, sometimes it's very quiet. I'm talking about internally, so, like, you know, it's, you get what I'm saying. Plus, I have way more of these than I know what to do, so I figured I would share it with them, too. As she sits down, Natsuki opens the lid of her container. You made cupcakes. Yum, tasty! You know it. It's been a while at this point, so I figured it was about time again. You can take one if you want. Yuri takes a cupcake and twirls it between her fingers. It's brown with green frosting, immaculately shaped into a floral pattern on top of some kind of glittery powder. How pretty. I just ate, so I might not be able to finish it. Are they for the club? Yeah, I guess so. I didn't really think about it, I just made them. I just thought that because green is Monica's favorite color, right? Well, yeah, but that's not really... Yuri takes a small bite. This is green tea flavored. I love green tea. Oh, do you? It was just a random idea I wanted to try some. I kind of want to try that sometime. I really like green tea too. Green tea... Yeah, green tea is good. Don't laugh at me. I'm not. I just felt happy. Oh, sorry. Usually never mind. What I mean is that I'm glad. Sorry for saying dumb things again. I just want to do something nice. And this is something I happen to be good at. And I do know that you like it from past experience. Yuri turns red, recalling the time she treated herself rather generously to Natsuki's cupcakes. Ironically, her mouth is too full of cupcakes for her to stammer excuse, so she just settles for a disapproving look. Yes, I love this. I kind of want to see a fan art of that. That would be adorable. How did you get into baking? Oh, well, I don't know. It just kind of always appealed to me. Well, a few years ago, I read this manga with a lot of baking, so I got super into it a while. I was probably making stuff almost every day. I know something like that. Not baking, but it's, I kind of agree with Yuri there. Yeah, maybe you're too practical for it. No, I'm kind of with Natsuki here, though. I kind of enjoy making my own stuff. I really enjoy, like Yuri, I really enjoy making stories, but, like, I want to make my own stories, you know? I want the world to see them. And then I'm gonna be famous. That's beside the point. That's my other favorite part about it. It's something I could do that makes a lot of people happy, like, unconditionally. Boy, I don't know if my stories are gonna make people unconditionally happy, but I hope people enjoy them at least. Everyone is always so thankful in that moment you get to be like the bringer of joy. I don't know, it just makes me feel valued? Yeah, I guess that. So you're able to make your own friends, make up with your friends today? There wasn't anything to make up with them around. You weren't fighting or anything. You weren't? Maybe I misunderstood. It only turns into a fight if I lose my cool, and that's just unnecessary drama. It only makes things worse. So they're not going to stop? I mean, it only happens sometime anyway. It's just the way they are. I'm the only one who ever has a problem with it. It's not worth it. Especially since I have somewhere to go now when I don't feel like hanging out with them. Oh. I see. The cupcake's empty foil wrapper audibly crinkles as Yuri clenches a fist. Music change. I'm glad the situation is resolved and that you don't have to avoid them anymore. Yeah, me too. And I don't have to bother you during your alone time anymore. I'm sure you have a lot of reading to catch up on. Yeah. I know that cupcakes are basically nothing compared to all the stuff you've done for me. But it's the best I can do. So you can have the rest of them. Aww! Natsuki grabs the box and slides it over to Yuri's feet. Yuri stares at the box. Then she shakes her head and slides them back. You should save them for your other friends. But I made them for you. Oh, yes! Natsuki's voice whines as she protests. I know, and I like them very much, exactly as you thought. You succeeded. But I know you care about making your other friends happy, too. And if this is the way you know how to make that happen, then I'm not going to take that from you. No, they're for making you happy. You make me happy. You're worth more than cupcakes to some people. That's why they want to spend time with you. And be your friend. Without warning, tears pour from Natsuki's eyes. Sorry about... She pulls her knees to the chest and starts sobbing into her arms. Natsuki, I'm such a bad person. That's not true, Natsuki. You're amazing. I didn't mean to say something bad. Natsuki shakes her head and wipes her eyes. You didn't. Natsuki chokes back her sobs but struggles to speak through. Natsuki, no. I just really hate myself sometimes. And it feels so wrong when you say those nice things to me. Like I don't deserve it. I'm sorry. No, I am. So difficult. No, you're not, Natsuki. I just can't think of even a single thing about myself that somebody would like. What do you mean? And I hated myself for bothering you during lunch. That was my chance to be a good person, like to be nice and do the thing you wrote about in the letter. I knew if I tried in the club, Sari and Monica would be super annoying and make a huge deal out of it. You know, I think a lot of those negative things about myself, too, about myself. I never felt like a good person. I always scrutinize everything I say. And later I say like, I feel like I said the wrong things. And I just spent so much time thinking about myself, hating myself, and feeling like everyone else must hate me too. So I understand some of that through my own experience. And that's why I wanted to write the letter and express my feelings. It pained me to see those things in someone else that I saw myself in. Natsuki sniffles. Yuri ruffles through the bag and pulls out some tissues, then hands them to Natsuki. Monica told me that it takes a good person to reflect on these things. The desire to improve yourself. That makes you a good person. So don't worry so much. Also, there are things about you that people would like, so... Like what? Like how you're fun for people to be around, and you're not shy. You know how to make people laugh. You're very passionate about things, and you know how to take the lead, and you care a lot about other people, and just a lot of things. Oh. Well, now you're making me feel really embarrassed. I get what you mean, Natsuki. Well, you're the one who asked. And don't you think I feel embarrassed? Natsuki tries to hide a smile. Then she sighs as it fades again. Every time I feel here, I think it's the last time, but I keep coming back for some reason. Is that bad? It's really confusing. I mean, my friends and I go way back, so ditching them all the time feels like... I don't know. Feels like what? Natsuki's voice gets quiet. Maybe I'm scared they'll get mad at me. I really don't know what to do. She pauses. Yuri stares into the distance, tracing her eyes along the patterns of the floor tiles while she thinks to herself. What would you do hypothetically if your friends were happy for you instead of mad at you? Happy for what? Happy that your new club is making you happy. That's just not a fair hypothetical. I always told myself I don't rely on the approval of others to be happy. And I still feel that way, but spending time with people who put me down instead of whenever I don't have them That's true. It's okay, I know, Natsuki, I understand. It's probably what's making me feel so confused. It's okay, Natsuki. Because I'm threatened out of things that should make me happy. So no matter what, it's like I have to be unhappy to be happy. It's making my head hurt. That must make it really difficult to feel comfortable with yourself. Being made to feel like you're wrong for just being the person you are. It really goes against everything I believe in, doesn't it? It goes against the kind of person I want to be. I'm fed up with it. I'm fed up with a lot of things. Natsuki presses her palms into her forehead and shakes her head. I know it's best for me, but I keep convincing myself out of it. It's so much easier to be comfortably unhappy than it is to do something so scary. To do what? You know? To end it. With them? I think you're actively considering that as an option. I wasn't until recently. Just one of those things where, like, it's been a certain way for so long you just get used to it. Like, so much of you has gone into it. So much that it feels like that's just, like, how your life is. And throwing away is like throwing away such a big part of your life. It makes me feel sick to think about. Natsuki sighs. It's just really scary and terrifying. What are you scared of? I don't know. A lot of things. Like being alone, not having anyone to talk or hang out with, not being able to replace what I have with them. And I don't want them to hate me, and I'm scared they'll hurt me for going against them. Physically? Not physically, but... Natsuki, what? If anyone ever thinks to cause you harm, I will unleash hell upon. Yes! Natsuki snorts in laughter. Don't laugh at me! Sorry, I like that. That's all. Oh. Well, I meant it. I know you did. Aww. So, I assume none of this happens in Act 2, right? I needed it. As the conversation lapses, Natsuki again slides her box of cupcakes over to Yuri. Just take them, okay? I don't want other people to have them anymore. Are you sure? Natsuki nods. I'm sure. I will then. I'll enjoy them. Natsuki looks away, but a feeling of warmth spreads through her. She holds on to that feeling, knowing it will give her courage. Ah, you're here first today. And you brought some reading material. Natsuki is sitting in her usual spot, this time holding a volume of manga, while her lunch sits beside her. Yuri sits down as well and opens her own book. Sucks when a good series has to come to an end. Oh man, dude, that's so true. No, I just feel like this in general, even when just like a season ends, like when you're watching an anime and like you're on for like every week and all of a sudden it just ends, it's just like cold turkey. Like generally I could fill that hole with other animes that are airing, but like just that's why I enjoy franchises like Star Wars. There's like, I don't want to say infinite material, but this material is practically endless. I mean, I know Disney has like retconned and like decanified a lot of like legend stuff, but like still, you know? Even though I don't like, you know... Fortunately, I'm about to experience that myself. I'm on the last book of the series. That sucks. But there's also... Yeah, I agree. I agree. Like, all of the things must come to an end, you know? That's true, that's true. Yeah, definitely. Yeah! Guess it just sucks either way. That's the nature of all things, they come to an end. To fall silent. You don't go out during weekends, right? During weekends, right? The weekends, right? Ugh. Sorry, excuse me? Like with friends at the mall or downtown, or ooh, you two could go! That would be awesome, we've only seen that in mods and stuff. I want to see the Dokis hanging out. That would be super cool. I'm not a total shut-in, you know? Oh, my bad for making assumptions. Well... Bro, I don't go out at all. Well, I suppose it's partially because of COVID, but... I don't really meet with friends and arbitrarily spend time. Yeah, I don't either, honestly. I kind of wish I could, though. But I just don't. And I didn't. I really wish I could. Hanging out with friends seemed like so much fun. Why didn't I? Probably because I don't have Snapchat. It's pretty much impossible to... I have a Discord, but... And I have a lot of Discord friends, but, like... I don't know, people at my school just don't seem to use Discord. Or, at my school didn't. Now I'm in college and, I have a completely new set of friends, but... They're rarely on Discord. Ooh, that sounds fun. Doesn't matter, it's more... Whoa, that sounds awesome! Don't look at me like that. Yuri looks at Natsuki and notices she's shaking. Don't look at me like that. Sorry. Natsuki pulls her knees into her chest and puts her head down. I can't take this. Did I do something? Yuri gets flustered, her mind racing over what she may have said or done. I did. I ended it. I texted them earlier telling them. And then I just blocked them because I'm so afraid of their responses. Now it feels like I'm dying inside. Oh. That's... I'm sorry. Totally unsure of what to do, Yuri can barely find any words of support to offer. Meanwhile, the sound of Natsuki's unusually hard breathing fills the air. Then she speaks again, barely above a whisper. Help me. I feel sick and I want to hit my head against things. Please help, I can't take this. You may be having a panic attack. With that realization, Yuri's demeanor suddenly changes. I have experiences with this, so I'll help you through it, okay? I love this. Yuri and Natsuki, oh man. Natsuki meekly nods through her rapid breath, head still buried in her knees. Yuri slides herself over to Natsuki and sits on the step behind her. Then she puts her hand on Natsuki's shoulders. Can you feel my hands? Natsuki nods. Her shaking becomes much more apparent through Yuri's sense of touch. Yuri keeps her voice low and gentle. You're safe right now. You're in a good and safe place where nothing can hurt you. Natsuki nods once more. Although Yuri's only touching Natsuki's shoulders, she can practically feel her racing pulse through the base of her neck. We'll do a breathing exercise together. All you have to do is listen to my breaths and breathe along with me. Let's breathe in now. Yuri takes a steep, slow breath. Beneath her hands, she feels Natsuki's shoulder rise as Natsuki takes a breath of her own, trying to mimic Yuri. They exhale together, although Yuri's breath shakes on the way out. That's good, let's keep going. Yuri breathes in once more and Natsuki joins her. They continue like that for a few more cycles while Yuri closely monitors. Eventually, Yuri feels Natsuki rest more of her weight into Yuri's palms. Let's focus on the physical world. All you have to do is focus on the feelings of your breaths going in and out. The weight of my hands on your shoulders. You're in a safe and comfortable physical space. Minutes pass in silence. By now, the worst of it is past, but Yuri's determined not to move away until Natsuki prompts her to. Meanwhile, Natsuki has lifted her head off her knees and her breathing has mostly steadied. Then she takes a deep, final breath and slowly pulls herself to her feet, causing Yuri to let go. She stretches with her arms. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to freak out. I don't know what my deal is. You don't have to apologize. This must be enormously stressful for you. Is that going to keep happening? It may or it may not. We can take measures to help prevent it in the future, but I think it'll naturally get better over time. Natsuki motions to sit back down again, so Yuri moves over. Yuri turns away to pick her open book from the dusty floor which she had hastily set down earlier. She brushes the dust off the cover. I don't think I could have gotten through that alone. You're not alone. Feeling shy again, Yuri speaks into her own lap. From now on, you don't have to do anything alone. Aww. As she says that, Yuri tenses up. It's rare for her to so openly share her thoughts, but something about Natsuki, of all people, makes it feel much more natural to do so. Perhaps because, like Yuri, Natsuki is so timid and uncertain of herself. Natsuki does a good job at hiding it that it's taken a long time for Yuri to finally realize it, and because of that, Yuri is able to deliver the reassurance that she herself would have wanted, demonstrating that you deserve the love of others. If you could have said that for the first time, then perhaps you could become the tumultuous journey of learning to love yourself. Aww. Yes, I love this! I mean, do you really mean that? You're probably gonna regret saying that if you do. How so? It's gonna be embarrassingly. What does the book say? Can't read it. How so? Because you're probably gonna have a lot of free time during the weekends from now on. So you're giving me permission to be as annoying as I want and drag you to a lot of places. I see. But you already said it, so you can't take it back now. I love this. Well, I suppose I have no choice. Didn't I mention something about Natsuri back in Natsuki X Yuri back in like my playthrough of the original story? I mean, I know that was mostly a joke, but... Yeah, Yuri and Natsuki, like, I really love their dynamic. Well, I suppose I have no choice but to accept that responsibility, then. I know a good ice cream place. You can see Natsuki's eye through her hair. That's funny. Well, to be fair, hair's I have a mirror right here. Hair's pretty transparent. I know a good ice cream place. Oh! That means you'll finally figure out my favorite ice cream flavor. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, you don't remember? Oh yeah, that! You guessed everyone's favorite. For me, you say no idea. Seriously? I don't remember that at all. Oh wait, yes I do. I probably said it was green tea. Yuri shakes her head. Green tea is really good though. I like green tea and vanilla. Coconut's pretty good too though. It's a good guess, but my favorites usually to get chocolate and raspberry. Ooh, that's good. Chocolate and raspberry. How fancy. How's that fancy? Well, I don't know. I just feel like I should have guessed something like that. Well, maybe next time I'll try chocolate and strawberry. Hey, strawberry's my favorite. What a coincidence. Strawberry's actually pretty good. I didn't get to eat that much when I was little because, like, everyone's like, ah, strawberry's for girls. But, you know, strawberry's pretty good. You all should go try it. I think it helps to have something to look forward to. I still have a sick feeling in my stomach. I know how you feel, Natsuki. Thighs. Yeah, what am I saying? What am I doing? It's easier now to convince myself that I did the right thing. Is there anything better I could be doing? Not that I know of. There's nothing that'll make this easy for me. And you already did a lot more than I thought anyone could. Come to think of it, we never talked about the letter you wrote, but I feel like we're way past that at this point, and I don't even know what to talk about. Except that I think it helped me understand my needs a little bit better. I think I like the way I like to be treated, and the kinds of friends I want to have. That's why I want to start coming here in the first place, even though I was so scared of causing more problems. I thought it was more I thought it was a coincidence that you ran into me here initially. Oh, well, not exactly. What do you mean? Nothing. I may have tracked you down first. With the help of Sayori. That's... But you said I was shy, okay? You're starting red. I wasn't ready to, like... Whatever, you know what I'm saying. Well, I guess I'm glad that you worked up the courage. Even if it was in your own way. I can tell you've been making a lot of difficult decisions. It's brave. It will make things better in the long run. I think anyone will be proud of you for it. Anyone? You mean like you? Yes. Ah, this is adorable! Like me. You know, I could get used to this. I could too. As long as you don't tease me too much. This is so adorable, I love it. Fine. Just a little, then. That's fine. I know how uncertain everything feels to you right now. But I really do think that good things are in store. Those are my honest feelings. Thanks. Feels nice to be reassured. The two girls continue their conversation through the remainder of lunch. But a new feeling hangs in the air. A feeling of a greater certainty in their path forward. In just a few hours, there will be another literature club meeting where the four club members will happily spend time together. Each of them, all with their own special qualities, have something unique they can deliver to one another. Through friendship and literature, the club members will continue to grow and find new happiness together. The end of each chapter is the start of the next. Yuri thinks to herself, since she's about to finish her long-running series, it would be the best to have a new book lined up. Perhaps this weekend would be a good time to visit the bookstore. Together. Yes, I love it. Hold on. Equals, yes! Yes! I unlocked it! Yes, I unlocked it. Equals. Alright. Hey, I have this image. I have this image saved in my images folder. I have this. I have all of them. Well, no, I don't think I have this one, though. I should probably look for this. And take it in. No new mail? Well, I think that's the end of it, folks. Tomorrow will be, or not tomorrow, but like next video will, next time I play, hold on. Yes. Anyways, yeah, so that's the end of it. And next video, or at least the next video I make of Doki Doki Literature Club will be the last one. So, yeah, second to last. Once again, I hope you all really enjoyed this video, folks. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And if you haven't done so already, smash that bell. So, yeah, do all that, and because that really helps me. That really helps me out. I almost have 150 subscribers. I know that's not a lot, but I just really appreciate it if y'all did. So, yeah, that's the end of it, folks. Once again, I hope you all enjoyed this video. The sky's up, and you guys are awesome. I will see you all in the next video, next and final video. See you then.